was discussing things with Ambrose, and Ambrose here now will try to get to the new batsman pretty early.
And we expect a very attacking field for the left-handed Arnold. That's gone first ball. Williams flashes in the catch. Arnold goes first ball. Twenty Ambrose strikes the game. And Sri Lanka in real trouble now with 2 wickets in 2 balls for Twenty Ambrose.
Well, again, a good line and length here, but a very tentative shot by Arnold. Just letting the bat hang on the off stump, giving a simple touch to show him the first pitch. Nothing convincing about the shot, nothing positive, and I suppose Ambrose now, who's on a hat trick, will really be looking forward to going through the Sri Lankan batsman as much as he can, as quickly as he can.
So real trouble here for Sri Lanka. They've lost 2 wickets, 19 on the board, and arguably their finest batsman and one of the finest in contemporary cricket, Alexander De Silva, comes in to replace Arnold.
The beginning of this one is really expected to explode on him. The ball not bouncing more than normal, but he just hung his bat out and he then was comfortable catch to stroke him in the slip there. Ambrose being rewarded for bowling good line and length. Williams, a safe pair of hands, usually takes a comfortable catch. And Ambrose on a hot stick celebrating there.
Never had one in test matches, and this is his 71st test. Twenty Ambrose on a rare hat trick. And not quite the ball you would expect from Ambrose to get that hat trick and hit it wide. And he's picked up 2 wickets in successive balls.
It quite often happens. Trying a bit bowling a little too wide, trying to put a little more pace in that one. The batsman going after it, but really didn't need to play that well.
So a lot now depending on these two. These are 2 outstanding batsmen for Sri Lanka. Son of Jaya Surya in his 24th test match, out of India De Silva in his 60th. Class player out of India De Silva. He's just come off 3 successive hundreds against Pakistan in 2 test series in Sri Lanka, which preceded this one. And he'll have to draw on all of his experience and all of his class here. And that's an easy catch. After back shot hits it straight into the lap of Wilkes to cover a loose shot by De Silva. That will set the Sri Lankans further back, really not getting the pace of the pitch before attempting that thing. Couple of Sri Lankan flags to celebrate the 5th day, but when he compares this, Michael, with other 5th days that he has scored, I think he's going to cherish this one.
This is home TV.
Swatted away. Typical short arm. And with the stroke, shorter side of the off stump and delivered the hit. Not a lot of style, but very productive. Yet another boundary for the captain. Yes, very effective. Again, too short, too wide, and Rankin was too happy to cover it away over the cover region for 4. Well, chance to run out over the head. He's down. Well, what a way to take a shot. Sometimes when the bowlers are just about thinking, well, it's not going to happen, we've lost our opportunity with the wicket getting better and better. Never run off on our goal.
Well, I did think Ambrose was the man to break the pass, but not in this manner. Rankin going for Wellesley not responding, and he's out by a long way.
Not all the West Indians have utilized it.
Not too sure Tilakaratne is a very wise man to go out there and bat without a 4-arm guard. All the batsmen going out with as much protection as possible. And he has just taken that blow on the 4-arm. Seems like he the blow was a bit too much.
Well played all around it, but the important point there, Roger, that he is keeping it up. As we discussed earlier, how important it is to keep it up. I think this one just a little fuller than Garcia expected, and sort of Yahoo just right up in the block hole, and he played all around it. He's out for 85, LANKA 171 for 5. Much too far away of the he can put it back anywhere near it. So coach here by Michelle to really attack it, but I'm going over the head of Reaper. Much cleaner hit, a much longer hit, and no danger with that one. Single off the last and hit wicket, so a field for hit wicket. So we were quickly looking at the sharp single. All of a sudden the bail came down and Saturday to go, Roger, hit wicket. This is how it happened? Yes. Jumped back, working the ball on the leg side, and his right heel just tipped that off stump. Here it is again. Just tipping the off stump as he takes off for the short finger. Something can very promising partnership and an important wicket for Khalid Khan at 24 of 266. Standing, no real movement in the feet. And Reaper, who's had a couple of nervous and taking catches, taking his first catch and better get done at back at point. Push for tomorrow. He's not enough of the pushing and prodding. Just a bit too ambitious and only succeeds in lofting a simple catch to Reaper at point. Just to rub salt in the wounds, down to third man for 4 for the silver. Upon move at the building of Franklin Rose. The fourth behind, Brown holds on, and Ambrose gets his 299th first wicket and his fourth innings. Dharmasena goes for 29. It's 217 for 8.
We have been waiting quite some time for this fourth wicket. Ambrose got his first wicket quite quickly, quite cheaply, and there goes Dharmasena the fourth. He's happy, certainly Ambrose. Dharmasena played a pretty good knock for his country though. 29 runs off just 63 deliveries. Sri Lanka now 216 for 8.
So there are the figures on Courtney Ambrose. Only 3 other West Indians have taken 300 wickets in Test cricket. There's one of them in the picture with Ambrose, who's captain Courtney Welch. The coach, Malcolm Marshall, who's also here, is the leading West Indian wicket taker in Test cricket, 376. And Lance Gibbs was the first West Indian to go past 300, the off spinner. Courtney Ambrose with 1 wicket to go to join them. Well, is on there. So is the field at cover. The catch is taken. Ambrose gets his 300th wicket in Test cricket. And the Antigua Recreation Ground is broke.
Well, he's a very happy man, Courtney Ambrose. 300 Test wickets. Just 71 games. And look at that average. Averaging 21.4. 18 times 5 wickets in an innings. And far 3 times 10 wickets in a match. Brilliant bowling by the great man again. Very fitting way for this innings to end, I would think. He was the man who got the first 3 wickets. Sent Sri Lanka back on their heels quite early. Took him quite a bit of time to get the other 2, but this is the 5th and final of the innings, and of course getting him to 300. He's a happy man, and why shouldn't he be? It's been a long haul, lots of hard work, but lots of hard training as well. 300 test wickets for Curtly Ambrose.
This is home. Play halted due to a bad light, with the West Indies winning the toss and sending Sri Lanka in all out for 223. The highlight of the day was no doubt the bowling of Curtly Ambrose, who started with 295 and reached that magical figure, joined the 300 club. Curtly Ambrose is talking with our own Michael Holding.
Well, I've got with me Curtly Ambrose, the great West Indian fast bowler who has just joined the 300 club. Curtly took a bit of time to get in there.
Yes, it did. I figure I'm getting to 295. I knew I would get 300, but the question was when. Well, I finally did it today, and I'm quite happy.
You started the series against India with 285 wickets, and I'm sure most people thought that during that series you would have gotten to 300, but of course the rain intervened.
Well, I thought so myself, really. Yeah, the rain played a big part. I didn't bowl as well as I could bowl, but, you know, I think I take things day by day. I reckon that, you know, once I keep fighting, it will come, and it did today.
It seems that the fate had it that you would do it in your home ground, because against India here, a lot of people thought that you would. Of course, we did not get a lot of rain. We did not get a lot of cricket rather because of rain, but you came back here today now, back at home again, and got the 5 wickets.
Well, I mean, obviously I'm quite happy. It's really nice to do it in front of the home crowd, you know, being Antigua and all. Yeah, I'm just quite happy.
Well, Curtly, we know here in Antigua, St. John's Recreation Ground, it's not famous for bowlers getting landmarks, batsmen make lots of runs. A slightly different pitch on this occasion.
Yeah, it's a lot different. A bit more grass, a bit more bounce, a little movement. I mean, you haven't seen something like this for a few years, and I mean, of course, I've done a good job, you know, and I'm just quite happy to achieve that landmark.
Yes, very impressive bowling on this pitch, but perhaps you thought that the West Indies would have gotten through the Sri Lankan batting a bit earlier?
I thought so. After taking 3 quick wickets, you know, for not too many ones on the board, I figured it could have been a quick demolition, but it wasn't to be. The Sri Lankans, they stuck to the task, they played well. And in the end, 200 plus is not a big total, but you never know in cricket. So we hope that our batsmen can go there and apply themselves properly and get a big force in his lead.
In the latter stages of the Sri Lankan innings, you were on 4 wickets, 299 overall. It seemed as if you would have to wait under the second innings, but Franklin Rose was quite off target in his last over.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you were saying to me that you think I told Hoops to drop that catch, really, so to get 300. But, I mean, I'm quite happy to achieve it. I mean, he bowled well. I mean, he just was a bit unlucky not to have a couple of wickets there, but I guess that's the game.
Well, they've been doing so well, if I say to you.
Well, they were one of the first ones to offer the congratulations. You know, the coach, you know, he have his congratulations, so the skipper. You know, I played all my career with the skipper, you know, we were close friends, and he was very, very happy for me.
Well, that is great, and again, congrats, Curtly, and let's hope that you just keep on rolling. All the West Indies hope that you do.
Thanks a lot.
Well, Sri Lanka sent in all out for 223, with unfortunately Titalika Ratne retired hurt with a broken forearm and won the innings of the day. Jaisur 85, and the captain Arjuna Ragatunga 42. Very important partnership, but eventually the middle order didn't really hang around, and Ambrose 5 for 37 off 13.1, Bishop 2 for 44 off 15. Not a happy day for Franklin Rose. Courtney Welch was there or thereabouts, and Carl Hoover, along with Bishop, bowled a very important spell in tandem. So the West Indies then, in the short space of time, replied 56 for 1. Very good reply by the end, losing Stuart Williams, and just pouncing that short delivery. Pushpa Kumar here, a lot closer to the batsman, but much too short. And Reaper only happy to make full use of that one. It's very good batting, very good approach. Wait on the loose deliveries and make full use of it. Evening waits for the position, and the ploy of concentrating outside the off stump, pushing at the taking the edge, and the rest of have lost their second wicket for 94. Floyd Reaper innings coming to an end. A good delivery there from Pushpa tomorrow. That one pitched on a good length, but close to the off stump, drawing Floyd Reaper into the shot, just leaving him a little, and Kalawitrana taking a catch, moving to his leg. Reaper goes for 29. West Indies now 94 for 2. A few more people have come in since the start of play, and a few more will come in, perhaps even more than a few more. Lara's at the wicket. Prospect of Carl Hooper as well, who's always an attractive but inconsistent player. Lara, of course, loves this ground. This is where he got his 375 against England back in 1994. He got 100 here against India in the series which preceded this one, the Test match in April, which was so badly ruined by rain. Once he gets going, he's always going to be very attractive to watch. Here's a catch behind, he's gone. Umpire Lloyd Barker took a long time. The Sri Lankans are absolutely jubilant, and Brian Lara out for a weird duck. A catch at the wicket. The Sri Lankans had to jump and ask for it more than once. There it is.
Not very evident from that picture that the ball did hit the outside edge, but the Sri Lankans were very convinced. So Brian Lara the pass, having filled the score here in Antigua. You're not very often that you'll see that, and the West Indies now 97 to 3.
Campbell was taking a good comeback innings for him. Struggle against India. Didn't play in the one internationals, and didn't quite, in fact, reproduce the high quality of their strike runs. And, a bit their horse, as they say, Roger. And that's his fifth in a rather funny way. Was it on? Was it not on? And hesitated, and then Sri Lankans were in loose in the field. Campbell 50, and that was played not two in the context of this game. A very, very important innings, and vital to keep bats on. Well, one catch. Loose delivery as we head towards home. Lifting, and Campbell went after it, and a good sharp low catch down the back to point, well taken, and Sri Lanka continues to make inroads into the West Indies. 2 from 4. This one was short, a bit of width, but it bounced quite a bit. Campbell trying to keep it down, a short man, unable to really put it into the ground. It was going pretty quickly. But the fielder there dived forward and took a brilliant catch. 50 to Campbell, he's out. West Indies now 122 for 4. Well, typical Hooper. He likes sitting over the top. Lunch approaching or no lunch approaching. He cleared the bowler by that much, but enough to get for the rest of the round to 127. People got down the pitch, got close to the line, and pitched the ball. Well, a shot that's got him in trouble in Australia against Bevan. Well, Garcia is Bevan, and then another man resting on that leg stump. People with those nicely gentle soft hands going very, very far. And pushing the West Indies on just before lunch here on the first session of the second. People sweeping his
keeping very fine before, but you have to be careful not to get too complacent or to just on the road drive serious too much.
But he hasn't raised the finger. Melissa Rand is sure he had him. Experienced umpires and the really good umpires. Here's that appeal once more. Inconclusive, I think, Roger. Whoa. The only conclusive thing is that Hooper is still there. And he's out this time, like before. The finger goes up. The straight ball sitting through on him. And Hooper chops in the back foot. So Militaran gets the approval of the umpire this time. And the West Indies lose another important wicket. With Militaran getting his first wicket, Carl Hooper goes leg before for 27.
Well, that's beautifully bowled. People looking for the ball, trying to cross and deceived by the straight one. Trapped right in front. Lloyd Barker on this occasion, having no doubt whatsoever. And Carl Hooper on his way to 27. West Indies now 168-5.
Now up to West Indies. Roland Holder and Courtney Brown to try and put a good partnership together.
A cousin ball, and the evidence is there early that he didn't playing the spin very well. No Redburn must feel well badly done that he should have had his wicket. But delayed in bringing him into the attack and success straight away, 168-6.
Chance here for Damascene, and he won't drop. And very important that when you do get the bad deliveries, you make use of them. This was a bad delivery. Short outside the off stump, and Bishop was quick to seize upon it. They haven't been getting too many bad deliveries, the West Indian batsmen. So it's good that they do get a bad delivery, they can take advantage of it.
Yes, he's gone. Caught by Garcia. Eventually giving the decision. Scoreless by Kofi Bumpy. Initially moved. LANKA again among the wickets. Kofi Bumpy caught by Garcia at that semi-point position.
I think it was quite obvious to everyone that the ball came off the bat. A very sharp catch here by Jayasuriya, and umpire Barker nodded, giving the indication that he knew he was out. I think Courtney Brown was waiting for the finger to be raised instead of going off the nod, but he had to depart in the end. So no score. West Indies now 172-7. Safe shot though. The man at mid-on was pretty close. Lots of space over his head down to the boundary. That man had been pushed back a bit further now though. With the silver, the man now pushed back to long on. quite get hold of that one. That one hit a bit low on the bat. A lot lower than I would have liked, but it went a long way.
Bolden going right across it. Ian Bishop won't be at all proud of that shot. Narathiran picks up another wicket. And the West Indies are now down 189. And Ian Bishop is losing patience there and losing his wicket as well.
So Bishop appeared to be holding an end of the curtain, deciding, premeditating to have a swing towards the middle region, not getting anywhere near the ball, and having his off stump removed. He's gone for 5. West Indies now 189 for 8.
Bolden right to him, so Narathiran gets another wicket. And the West Indies collapse continues. Easy as pie. So Franklin Rose goes without scoring, and the West Indies are 189 for 9.
Well, Rose here deceived completely by the flight. That one spins right through the gate. Little third back. West Indies now 189 for 9.
The West Indies captain comes to the wicket. He would have watched these rather depressing proceedings from the pavilion. And here's the latest of the wickets. Completely deceived and comprehensively bowled.
Yes, with a flight, not a dip, turn, right through the gate there.
Means the West Indies now have lost their last 5 wickets for 21 from 70 deliveries. Interesting to see what Walsh's approach will be here. First ball, all over. So Narathiran finishes things off with 5 wickets, and the West Indies are all out for 189, which gives Sri Lanka a lead in the first innings of 34.
Was trying to keep it out, a good defensive shot, but again it eludes the bat, goes right through the gate and bowls in. Beautiful delivery once again. Pitching in the right spot, just drawing Walsh forward, teasing him and squeezing through the gate.
So that's the West Indies scorecard, rather depressing reading. They do at least pass the lowest score they've made on this ground, which was last year against New Zealand. And they were all up for 184, 189 here. And the last 6 wickets falling for 21 runs from 71 deliveries. And Narathiran, the little off spinner, becomes the first spin bowler on this ground to take 5 wickets in an innings in a test. Tremendous performance by the plucky Sri Lankans. The problems created first of all by Pushpa Kamara with the first 3 wickets, those of Williams, Rifa and Lara, and then the spin of Narathiran, Dharmasena 1 wicket, and the left-arm fast bowler De Souza 1. So it's up to the bowlers now for the West Indies to try and build them back into this game. But the Sri Lankans have come right back into it after being dismissed yesterday for a modest 223.
That certainly was a pretty good start. In Curtly Ambrose just might be a wee bit disappointed that he's out there bowling again less quickly in this test match. But that should have lifted his spirits a bit. Good delivery. Still a bit of help there for the fast bowlers. Great fast bowler usually gets a bit out of any pitch, Reds, and certainly Curtly Ambrose should get something out of this one.
Disadvantage to Sri Lanka is that Terry Courtney will come out only if necessary.
hardly think that it will get to that. The hand in plaster. Colin Cowdrey. Also Colin Cowdrey did it against the West Indies in 1963.
Who goes second? First wicket. I see a cover for Bill Ambrose. Ambrose is standing well with the West Indies days that struck early.
That's exactly what they need, the West Indies. They need early wickets, and the great man has given them the perfect start. No runs on the team. Immediately, the danger man, the man who top scored in the first innings, and after that area is gone. Well caught by Carl Hooper. Good start by the West Indies. Sri Lanka 1 wicket down with no runs on the team.
So Ambrose back to the well once more. And that escapes through the subcordian. Ambrose thinking about the opportunity miss. Makes his way back.
Not a very big gap between the man at post slip and the gully. But on so many occasions in the past, we have seen the balls flying through those gaps, and again,
first boundary, but the luck running with Rossano. Continuing to live dangerously. Yet another boundary. Streaky shot. The subcordian is just being reinforced, and the luck running Sri Lanka away.
the extra bounce taking it over the head of the minute slip. Pace and bounce of Kurt Ambrose. That ball flashing off the outside edge. It wasn't a prod by Rossano. It was a genuine stroke that he played. That's why the ball came out that quickly and bounced as hard as it did. Luckily for him, he really made an effort in playing at the ball.
He was struck before he was that's a typical Aravinda de Silva stroke. As we have mentioned with Sherwin Campbell and others, the short men do like the cut shot and plays it so well. Aravinda de Silva perfectly played for 4 off a no ball. Produce a delivery like this, then I suppose the field placing is justified. That one cutting back, putting the inner edge, and Brown taking a good catch, low to his left. Mahanama gone for 14, Sri Lanka now 41 for 3. Short and well put away by the master Sri Lankan batsman. But even both the Ambrose can ball that kind of length and line, and Ambrose is quickly recognized that was not a good delivery, and well put away, good confident shot. They did try to block up that gap to the wicket, but it was too short. It's put away and not even hold up coming along can cut it off. But it's short
no great pace. And Alvin, they're hitting the ball in front of square here, more to the mid-wicket region. The man on the boundary is just behind, and he has no chance of cutting it off. Oh, that's well put away. Good movement back, giving him the room off the back foot. Nice, good, firm shot. I think this will be the last over in this foul by the big Kirtley. This overlooking the danger man from the West Indies point of view. Extra cover and 4 runs to the Sri Lankan captain. So finally putting the ball away, coming up to him, and after duck, pushed it through the offside, striking the ball there up. This time just through extra cover. Campbell diving to his right there, able to get a hand on it.
Too much out of seam in this spell.
Yet another 4, yet another square cut from De Silva. He certainly doesn't miss many opportunities with that shot. So another 4 for him.
He didn't really come off as quickly as Frampton would have liked. He pounded it into the pitch, and it was as if the pitch almost held on to the ball, just lobbed up. Now De Silva went on his back foot, picked his spot, and placed it beautifully. Similar innings when he was first out there. Very patient.
In the air and taken. Good catch by Rose. Only 2 men on the leg side. And Arjuna Ranatunga picks out one of them.
Arjuna Ranatunga got to the runs. Only 2 men on the onside. Bad ball down the leg side. But Franklin Rose was in the perfect spot. Perhaps not totally perfect. He had to move a few paces to his right, but he held on well. Arjuna Ranatunga goes. The score is now 85-4, Sri Lanka.
A huge hit down towards the mid-wicket boundary for 6. He's been very, very cool on the short balls with the cut or the pull or the hook.
Alvin De Silva has taken the shot very well, and the important thing as far as he is concerned is that he hasn't really been hooking the ball behind the square. He has been waiting on the short delivery, but not the actual bounces, and that was well followed by the cameraman. Strike, nice in the same over. Courtney Brown picks the catch, and what a wicket of it for the West Indies. Out into the silver seems to be outstanding form. This is very important. It's very important to make it for the West Indies and be steady as the good force. You can get rid of the ball by the outlet. You can pull up away from the right hand. All pitch up delivery. Rose is at the back. This is that now been put in the right and the other one. It's edge. Of the nose is finding the outside edge. The ball is shot up the both halves and the perhaps the ball is one outside. Sri Lankan.
In the air, not quite carrying to the fielder and going away from Reefer down there at the backward square leg. Couldn't quite get there.
That is what they've been looking for, though, the West Indies, with 2 men out behind square. So Reefer Rana going for the hook shot. Reefer trying his very best to get around, but not quite making it. A bit too square in his positioning, Floyd Reefer.
just short. Dropped about a foot in front of Brian Lara at first slip. So it's all happening, as one famous Australian commentator is inclined to say.
It was a very good delivery again from Pantin Rose. That's where you want to be bowling your short ball, just on that off-stump line. And of course, Damasceno, not the front line batsman, finding it very difficult to negotiate short pitch deliveries like that. But luckily for him, it fell short of Brian Lara at 6.
That's a magnificent shot. He really does throw the ball around, and you can't hit a shot off the back foot fast cover more clinically executed than that.
Almost a repeat of the one that he played against Curtly Ambrose in the first inning. Beautifully timed.
Well, throwing the bat at that one was pitched up on the wrong line and moving into the shot. There's no mid-on, and 4 important runs to Sri Lanka. Full length delivery. Damasceno there just standing and delivering, throwing the bat at it. Region there on the onside, wide open. Didn't hit it exactly where he wanted to, but got 4 runs nonetheless. Put away, wide up, lot of width, body weight onto the right leg. Karitana is by nature such an attacking player. A real loosener there from Walsh. Full length, wide of the off stump, and Kalawitarana taking full advantage there, hitting it sweetly to the left of point for 4. Indicating, as we just indicated, 18 overs, but our own stats department suggests that it's 16 overs left. So 111 for 5, and let's see if umpire Dunn is going to be standing on one leg. Right leg in front of the left. The West Indians, who play a lot of cricket in England, will be wondering if 1-1-1, Nelson as it's called, will bring them a wicket. Oh, that carry. Just dropping short and no out. Might have had it, and then rolling over and making contact. Could have come out. Good effort there. By no means an easy effort. And I think you see the big fast bowler plodding there in the air for a long while, Roger. Kalawitarana going for the hook shot. Reaper making a lot of ground, falling forward, but just failing to get his hands onto the ball there. A valiant effort there by Reaper, but unable to get hold of it. The West Indians have to try and press home the advantage here. Can't afford to relax. Every run is going to be vital on this pitch. Yes, he's gone. And walks away in a little circle. Previous shot came very close and decided to keep in the attacking mode. And the West Indies captain has struck a very fine blow with Kalawitarana going caught ground after bowling approach. Again, the ball short of momentum, coming back too close,
Still trying to force the ball off the back foot. Didn't have the room. Carry it around, it goes. Sri Lanka 113 for 6.
No ball, won't count. Straight into the lap of Brian Lara. Not the first time this has happened to West Indian bowlers especially. We saw it quite frequently in Australia recently. And Walsh denied his second wicket by no ball.
The edge was always on the cards for Pushkar Kumar. He hasn't really been trying to get behind the line of the ball. Unfortunately for the West Indies, the no ball call came first.
So the end of a frustrating over for Courtney Walsh, 132 for 6. And he's out this time. So Rose gets the wicket. Stuart Williams takes the catch. And that frustrating partnership is finally ended with Pushkar Kumara's wicket. Gets his first of the match.
I'm sure he must have been wondering how long it was going to take him to join his fellow fast bowlers in the wicket-taking sticks. Franklin Rose, but has gotten one now. Pushkar Kumara looking ambitious to drive through the offside. One hand actually coming off the handle of the bat. Not much control. I need a pass for 8. Bundle runs though for the lower order batsmen. Sri Lanka now 140%.
He's hit that one pretty well. It's gone right over the top of mid-on, falling just inside the boundary. These are very useful runs being put on here by Dharmasena.
Not looking to be too orthodox at this stage, Dharmasena. That ball was well wide of the off stump, and yet he managed to cover it down to long off. Just looking to score, Dharmasena. He's not too interested in how they come. Once they do come, a shot brought up to 150 for Sri Lanka, and the lead stretched to 185. Very valuable runs.
I don't know what it is, but fast bowlers do tend to get annoyed and tail end batsmen hit them over the back before.
I wonder why.
Not saying all of them, of course, but it just using a generalization, Michael. So 2 balls left in the over, and the field comes in now to try and prevent the single so that they can get at De Silva. In the air, Walsh is under it and will take the catch. So the second wicket for Franklin Rose, 151 for 8.
Dharmasena, seeing that the field was brought in, thought perhaps with 2 balls left he had a chance of getting a boundary and then the single. Well, they thought to themselves, this might be the boundary, but not quite getting hold of it. And just lobbing a very simple catch to Courtney Walsh at mid-off. Nowhere near to the pitch of the ball, looking to play through the line. Very simple catch and well taken by Courtney Walsh. So Sri Lanka lose yet another wicket. It's 151 to 8.
Well, you come back to the Antigua Recreation Ground here with a staggering decision by the umpires. They've decided to offer the batsmen the light. If they go off in this, they won't play much cricket anywhere in the world. They went off yesterday with 7 overs and 5 balls to go. There's 6 overs and 1 ball to go today, so perhaps they felt just to even things out. But to be honest, there really is nothing wrong with the light out there. I cannot see them. They're a long way away. umpire Barker is now just waving, and maybe the light has improved, but the umpires have pulled up the stumps, so that's play for the day. There's no question of play continuing. And umpire Barker in his sunglasses there, and umpire Steve Dunn have decided that the light is not playable. Now this to me is an absolutely astonishing decision by the umpires. 1 wicket to fall, no indication whatever that the batsmen were having difficulty seeing the ball. There's no danger for the batsmen, and yet the umpires decide to come out in what is, to I'm sure the majority of people around the ground, but not to them, perfectly playable light. So Sri Lanka with a lead in first innings. Very spirited performance by their bowlers today, but the West Indies coming back. Courtney Ambrose following his 5 wickets in the first innings with the dismissal of the first innings top scorer Jaya Surya with his 3rd ball, following up with Mahamana and Arnold. Then a good partnership between De Silva and Ranatunga before Bishop got both in the same over. 151 for 8 really equates to 151 for 9 because Tilly Paratney will not be batting. 185 is the lead, with Ambrose taking 5 wickets in the first innings, taking 3 for 41. A wicket for Walsh, his first in the match, 2 for Rose, and 2 essential wickets for Bishop, those of Aravinda De Silva and Ranatunga. So Sri Lanka lead by 185. They have 1 effective wicket remaining. We still have 3 days left in this test match. It has been a fascinating, if unusual day's play here at Janaki Recreation Ground. We hope you've enjoyed it. Unfortunately, we can't enjoy it to the end because the umpires have decided that the light is not good enough for cricket to be played at test level. So Sri Lanka will resume tomorrow, 158 in the lead. We hope you've enjoyed today's cricket result. On 85 in the lead, the last coverage here, and we'll enjoy the same coverage here. We hope they've got next level. Welcome to St. John's and Peter. This is how the Olympics picture on Thursday, on the next day, before the session, and the evening. The first message in the West Indies, and the first test match between the West Indies and the March Project. It was awesome. We're getting to the farm 2 days ago. We've had such bright sunshine around the St. John's Recreation Ground. Sri Lanka will resume in their second innings at 151 for 8, which is effectively 151 for 9. Pashan Tilikaratne, who had his forearm fractured in the first innings, in fact has returned it to Sri Lanka, and therefore the last batsman who will come out today, De Silva and Niralitharam, that is effectively the last wicket. So Sri Lanka lead by 185, and all those wickets falling on the first 2 days. Now what does the pitch hold for us today? Out there is Roger Harper to let us know.
Well, today could be the final day for this test match. We have the pitch here. We expect the pitches to be much better for batting. It will be the first day yesterday's batting. The hands of us, the 17 wickets for all. We saw some 17 wickets for all. It should have for the city because a lot higher. It should have for the Sri Lankan nose. Most of us are putting in the stand wickets. We started with the rain getting 5 wickets. Turn of this middle. It's the last of the tomorrow. It's not as green. It's still president of Long Rush Green. It's a gentleman that Bangladesh Marsh has gone suggesting that the mice should be on. Still a good crowd on to keep together with a interesting contest today. Interesting contest today.
And there's the flag coming out. Lloyd Barker on the left and Steve Dunn of New Zealand on the right. Remarkable day's cricket yesterday. 17 wickets falling in the day. 5 of them to retire Niralitharam, the Sri Lankan off-spinner. And he had 5 for 34 in the end. The first one, and Franklin Rose completely deceived through the air, and he only needed 1 ball to finish off the innings to Courtney Roach. So those are the last 3 wickets that he took. And performance, 23 overs and 4 balls, 13 maidens, 5 for 34, as the West Indies collapsed, dramatically losing their last 6 wickets for 21 to be all out for 189. And that puts him in unique company. In fact, he is the only spin bowler to have taken 5 or more wickets in an innings here in a test match at the Antigua Recreation Ground. The first test at the ARG was back in 1981, and all the other bowlers who have taken 5 or more wickets in innings, including Curtly Ambrose, who's 5 for 37 in the Sri Lankan first innings, carried him to his 300 in Test. All the other bowlers, with the exception of Nurul Tharan, have been fast bowlers. But the little off-spinner joined that company yesterday and put Sri Lanka in a position of strength. They've lost it since then. The match is on an even keel as we resume on this third day. 151 for 8. Tilly Karatni will not bat. He's in fact not even in Antigua. He's gone back home to Sri Lanka. And the news is, in fact, as we look at the bowling, the West Indies using all 4 fast bowlers and all 4 getting them on the wickets yesterday. And the news on the Sri Lankan side is, in fact, that they have summoned a couple of replacement players with just their second test match in St. Vincent starting on Friday to come, but they need cover, and they have sent for a left-handed batsman, Navid Nawaz, and he'll be coming out along with the experienced Ruan Kalpage, left-hand batsman and off-spin bowler who's played test cricket for them before. Yesterday afternoon, play was halted for alleged fading right by the umpires, with 5 balls gone of this over from Franklin Rose, so he'll just have the one delivery to finish it off, and it will be Nurul Tharan who will take strike. First ball of the third day's game. So we're still waiting for the first ball of the third day's play. That was negated by that no-ball call. It really was a pretty terrible delivery to start off with from Franklin Rose. Not only a no-ball, but way down the leg side. And I say good morning to Michael Holding.
Good morning, Tony, and good morning to all our viewers. I think Franklin Rose will be quite happy with that no-ball. It was a bad delivery. At least it gives him a second opportunity to get this wicket of Nurul Tharan. Nurul Tharan just needs one pretty straight on the stumps.
Gone, that's it. So at the end of the innings, Stuart Williams takes the catch, Franklin Rose gets the wicket. Sri Lanka are all out for 152, and the West Indies will need to win the match 187. So the West Indies need 187 to win the match. Here's how the wicket fell.
Franklin Rose got a second opportunity. He only had 1 ball to bowl in to complete this over, and the first delivery was way down the leg side. I'm sure you was glad it was called as a no ball. Got the second opportunity and made full use of that second opportunity, getting the wicket of Nurul Tharan. So no runs added by Sri Lanka. West Indies now need to get 187 to win.
So Franklin Rose just thanking Stuart Williams for the catch in the gully. Rose went wicketless in the first innings, so he's finished off with 3 here, and he got the West Indies right back into it after their collapse in their first innings, which or perhaps they're suddenly woken up. Sri Lanka just added the 1 run this morning from a no ball. We're all out for 152. The West Indies 187 to win. That's magnificently shot by Campbell. So the first boundary of the innings.
It was well timed by Soren Campbell. Not too sure if it was textbook style, both feet inside the crease. Not really pushing out, but enough shot. Went in the air for a fair amount of time, but well wide of the man at mid-off.
That's a fine stroke, and another boundary for Williams this time. So both opening batsmen finding the middle of the bat very early on.
West Indies starting off very well here, going quite freely. Both Stuart Williams and Soren Campbell striking boundaries, and also picking up some quick singles. So looking at every opportunity to score. That was a big target, but I don't think they really want to waste too much time.
case here for Aravinda De Silva. Touch and go, and he gets beaten on the line.
Not as quick as he used to be, Aravinda De Silva. When he first came into the Sri Lankan team, he used to feel on the offside, in the covers, very agile, very quick. But of course, that was a few years ago. Has put on a few pounds since, and of course has aged a bit since.
Former Australian test player, who's now the coach of the Sri Lankan team, Bruce Yard. He took over from Dav Watmore. Born in Sri Lanka, Watmore, but resident in Australia. Played test cricket for Australia as well. And that's banged away off the back foot with a great flourish by Campbell.
This is reassuring. Campbell is very strong. Anything outside the off stump and he will punish it. Doesn't allow things like that to get away. Short of a length, just enough room for it to punch it totally through the outside.
This morning have approached it quite well, just playing sensibly and putting away the bad ball.
Well, that might just hasten the introduction, Roger, of Ramashana.
Well, Pushpakamara, sorry, made the initial breakthrough for Sri Lanka in the first innings, and that has probably encouraged his captain to give him a few more overs here. But surprising that he's not being used from then in which he was successful with.
Square leg has just been put up. Of course, there's a man down with long leg.
Straight away, Stuart Williams is pumped and then a deep at this square. And he's turned up this. Pakamar is opening shot here for a mishit hook shot.
He's scoring at a very fast rate.
Luck, and that's 4 more. And Sri Lankans cannot afford to concede runs at this rate if they're going to be in with a chance. Well, a lucky escape here for Sharon Campbell. Going after the short ball, this one bouncing much higher than the previous delivery bowled at Williams, and he was lucky to get away with that shot. Edged it over the keeper's head. Firmly, but in the air, just eluding the man up mid on there. That would add some hope to Sri Lanka. Seeing Stuart Williams trying to attack Militaran. That's the sort of approach they want, and Militaran would not be disappointed with that. Lovely shot, beautiful, tipped away. Again, short, a little bit of room, and Campbell forcing it through that area. Williams made a lot of runs in the first innings and again here in the second inning. So they're past their first innings effort of 40. That's over the head of mid-wicket and the carry into the boundary. And the West Indies scoring much too quickly for the Sri Lankan liking. Stuart Williams not afraid to play a shot. This one over pitch, going with the spin, hitting it beautifully over the mid-wicket area for 6 runs. Williams recognizing that the man there is only halfway towards the boundary, thought that if he hit it well, there'd be no chance to the man there, and he struck it beautifully. Well, this is not the Chinese personality we saw yesterday. Perhaps this time Sakamara, and the West Indies really rushing up towards the 50, scoring at a very, very fast rate indeed, and the pressure's building, Roger. Stuart Williams attacking at every opportunity here, playing the sweep shot, and as I was praising the Sri Lankan feeling so far in this game, Pushpakumar letting one through. So they were scoring quickly. 38 minutes, 51 balls for the 53. They were called and trying to swing it away. I'm sure that Martha Marshall and Courtney Walsh would have said, let's be positive. But I don't think the West Indies dressing room expected this rate of scoring, Roger. Certainly also this part. Seeing the way Stuart Williams is looking to hit this one with the turn in that mid-wicket square leg region, I'm surprised that Ranatunga hasn't pushed the man, Mahanama it is, all the way to the boundary. To be put away, and this has been really a very important over, because this is the danger man, and 15 off the over, 58 or no less. And I say good morning and welcome for the first time to our microphones to the Sri Lankan coach, the former Australian Test player Bruce Yardley.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. They got cracking, didn't they, the West Indians? But they're chasing 180 odd. Just over his head, someone else would have taken it. De Silva, not the nimblest of the fielders on the Sri Lankan side. A full shot from Campbell, and De Silva, neither the nimblest nor the tallest. You need someone about 6 feet tall there, Bruce. Yes, he was attacking the batsman. He just crept in just a fraction too short. That's the news, as I say, off to a flower. But you must be pretty well satisfied with the performance of the team here. Difficult conditions. You got put in on a pitch which really gave the West Indies fast bowlers all the help they were looking for. You were minus Vas, who had to remain back in Sri Lanka. And, of course, you had the injury to Tilikaratne in the first innings. It's been a spirited performance by the Sri Lankans. Oh, absolutely thrilled I was in the first innings.
That's an easy catch. Put down. Well, you need to take every chance when you only have 187 to defend, and that really was straight in. And Mohammed has had a horrid time in the slips in this match.
A little bit of extra pace again from De Silva. Look at him hopping there. He's had a nightmare now.
This is Home TV.
There's that
timing once more. Just a push. Timing and the placement. So the West Indies target now is into double figures. They're just an inexperience from De Silva here. He just tends to have a pitch at times and sometimes strides in length. It'll come with experience, but that was a beautiful shot. Now this is a true cricket shot. Beautiful straight blade. Controlled through the line of the ball. Just used the pace of the bat and away it went. Even just 201 to win. Short Williams picking up a half century. So he gets two, moves him on to 51. He's played very well here. And he's pushed the West Indies on to 96. That might be the century partnership. String outside the line and leg stumps, and that's the 100th partnership. 36 test matches to go. Haynes and Simmons out of 122 versus Pakistan at the Kensington Oval, 1993.
I see there seems to settle for a leg stump apart, pushing that one full outside the line of leg stump. George Williams happy to help it along the corner. Done the track and out of the ground, I would think. Very confident, straight pitch, and yet another big blow struck by George Williams, and moving his feet. What a put away, Roger. Yes, Lunch definitely not in his mind, coming down the track here, getting close to the pitch of the ball, and the timing was perfect. No fierce swing of the bat, just stroking it over the top, out of the ground. Well, that's put away. Campbell will achieve his 58, holding up before it goes into the boundary. And Campbell will beat the return easily by De Silva. Campbell's second 50 in this game. And it looks like it will be a winning effort here by Sherwin Campbell and Stuart Williams. 129, and that equals the 129 by Gwynedd and Haynes against Australia in 1991. But away from the bowler, and De Silva struggling a bit to pull it back and loses the race. As indeed progressive side, De Silva getting slower in the outfield. Pretty long state up there, and just missed out the continue. We need to run to continue from the top to the end, but before he scores with it in the second minute. That carry, it's taking good taking a very good catch, seems to have much of good quantity of roll, but finally end dangerous for Williams, moving out on second into the 94 down successfully and the back of the bat and top edge the ball, and a comfortable catch there for Mahanama. Really pleased of taking on. Campbell down to 79. West Indies now 178 for 2. Well, that's the way to start.
this one over quickly.
Did you see he's on a clear it going? Down the track, I think he's been batting there all morning. He made it look so easy. Top class player, great player. Wasn't a lot of pressure to get to him. Having failed to score in the first inning. Just stroked the first ball over to wide mid-arm position for 4.
In the air and will be out. So Brian Lara out second ball. Leonigo taking the catch at mid-off. And Restaurant picks up his third wicket. And Brian Lara trying to finish things off with a flourish. Doesn't quite succeed.
Well, Lara in a bit of a hurry here. Hitting against the spin. Not covering the line or the pitch of the ball there and presenting a simple catch to mid-off. Flicking the ball against it, a difficult shot to play. Leading edge. The man at mid-off is a comfortable catch. West Indies now 182 for 3 as Lara departs for 4.
Beautifully bowled. That is a superb delivery. The fast Yorker right to him. And Sri Lanka are getting late wickets here. They'll lose, but even so, they're picking up late wickets to boost their confidence.
Brilliantly bowled here by Darlington. Had a little bit of loop there, a bit of dip, and pitching right in the block hole, Yorking Floyd Reaper. Very well bowled. Reaper goes, he's just made 1. West Indies now 183 for 4.
Finishing off. No doubt about that now. The West Indies have won by 6 wickets with a straight 6 from Carl Hooper. So the West Indies go ahead in the 2-match Table Wireless series. They've won it, and they've won it by 6 wickets, which certainly on paper is quite convincing. Over the first 2 days, they certainly were given a tremendous scare by the plucky Sri Lankans. So the West Indies win the first test of the brief series, 2-test series by 6 wickets, a victory which was comprehensive enough as far as the statistics are concerned. But over the first 2 days, a very keenly contested match. Sri Lanka 223 after being sent in. Ambrose's 5 wickets, gaining him his 300 in Test cricket. The West Indies conceding the first innings lead with the off-spinner Munitharan taking 5 for 34, 5 for 3 at the end of the innings, and then Sri Lanka not being able to capitalise on that lead, being dismissed for 152, with Ambrose finishing with 3 wickets. And the question here, the Antiguan Curtly Ambrose, called by the man of the match adjudicator Enoch Lewis, Hurricane Ambrose. The teams now move on to St. Vincent for the second and final test match of the series, starting at Arnisvale on Friday. Arnisvale becoming the latest and the 78th test match venue in international cricket. The latest